And welcome back to Lantern Corp video. Today's Lantern Corp video comes to us from No Scott and Roy the Viewer, if I got that right, who asked the question, what Lantern Corp does Zeno from Dragon Ball Super belong into? And truth be told, honestly, Zeno's one of those characters who's so freaking powerful, similar to like Darkseid, where he would not need a lantern ring. Now, that being said, given Zeno's personality, he'd probably take one if he saw it. Like, he'd probably think, oh, pretty, it's so cool, look at this, woo, like, he'd take one, sure, but does he need one? Oh, hell no. Zeno can literally wipe out multiverses like that. Like, literally going squish and gone. That's how powerful Zeno is. But still, it does beg a question, what would his Lantern Corps be? So, again, always, I want to just preface a couple of these right now with what doesn't work. Right at the gate, rage is not a good Lantern Corps form. Zeno is not someone who is always angry, motivated by his own anger, his rage, frustration, anything like that. That's just not who Zeno is. He can get angry, sure, but it's not something that's the driving core of his, personality. He's also, believe it or not a compassion lantern, and I say that because it does seem like that Zeno is just a little kid, that he is completely without compassion or lacking compassion or empathy, which you would think, because of the nature of the Indigo League, would actually make him a qualifier for an Indigo Lantern. But it is revealed by the Grand Priest at the end of the Tournament of Power that Zeno had foreseen and planned for all the events that were pretty much going to take place, including all the universes getting wiped out, but then being brought back. So it's weird. At least that's what he says anyway. And we'll take that for his word, because anyone assuming that it's just the Grand Priest, making shit up, is inserting a level of headcanon, because we just don't know if he was actually making shit up. He's not a White Lantern, not because he's not alive, but because he doesn't really do anything in terms of keeping individuals alive. Really, like the preservation of life per se. He does value it to some degree, but Zeno really is the ultimate definition of a god of destruction. So, and given all the lives and individuals he snuffed out of existence probably in his time, there's no way he's a White Lantern. Add on to the fact that we don't know if Zeno himself is in fact immortal. We know he can most certainly be killed because he has bodyguards. He wouldn't need bodyguards if he couldn't be killed. But whether or not he's immortal, who knows? It also depends on where he came from. We don't know where Zeno came from. It's very possible he may have had a father or a mother or some sort of parental figure beyond the Grand Priest. So that's no good. Now, there's no love. There's no love really of any kind really for Zeno at all. Yeah, he likes Goku, but doesn't love Goku or anything like that. It just doesn't work out well. Hope is no good because he is literally a overlord of, the multiverse. So if anything, he doesn't inspire hope. What he does inspire, though, is the one that he does certainly qualify for, is fear. I think it's well and truly easy to say that this guy is someone everyone, except for Goku, amazingly, is afraid of. They are all afraid of Zeno. The man that Beerus and Champa saw Zeno there, they flipped the hell out and freaked out. And if you can scare gods of destruction, you are a scary mother. And therefore, Fear Lantern is a good core for you. He's not, also surprisingly, I'd say, a Green Lantern. He's just a kid. He's never had to overcome great fear, and doesn't look like he actually has that strong a willpower, to be frank. Not to say he has weak willpower, but I don't think he has the strongest willpower around. At least nothing to qualify for a Green Lantern. So that finally leaves us with the Lantern Corps, two other Lantern Corps. Now, one of them I think is the definitive other Lantern Corps, and that's Black. Given the amount of death he has basically caused, and, well, not even death, actually, erasing of existence. So technically speaking, he can't really be a Black Lantern because he doesn't kill so much as he literally wipes out of existence, which is something beyond killing. But I don't know. Black could still be a possibility on the list. But the one we really need to address is the Lantern Corps Avarice. And I see why we need to address it, because this is an odd one. Obviously, avarice is greed. You already need to have a certain level of greed in your heart for the ring to be attracted to you. And then it amplifies all your greed from there and basically makes you want to be the only possessor of this lantern ring, this lantern. Zeno is weird because he's basically just a kid who's never satisfied. So in essence, there's a level of greed there. There is a level of avarice. But I don't think it's anything past, like, juvenile selfishness. And I think that's what they try to get with Zeno, is that it's juvenile selfishness, and that the Grand Priest is who keeps him in check. Ultimately, I think it's yellow. I think that's almost like the textbook Lantern Corps for someone who literally wipes out universes on a whim. So, and who everyone seems to be afraid of, including like the heaviest hitters of the respective universes. But ultimately, that is just my opinion. I do think yellow would be his Lantern Corps, but I also just don't. I just think he's too powerful to have a Lantern Corps to begin with. But that is just my opinion. I'll say yellow. What do you think for Zeno? You think yellow? You think black? Do you think there may be the argument for avarice I had? Or do you think any of the other Lantern Corps might work out well? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Spirit, Magic, what if, anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks later. Have a good one.